This is Luciani. Porte, I'm here to give you your reading for the week of December 31st to January 6, 2019. Thank you so much for stopping at this channel. If you like it, subscribe. If you're looking for a reading, a personal reading, I left all that contact information below the video. So let's get right into it. Aries, what are your messages for the week of December 31st, 2018 to January 6th, 2019? What are Aries messages? Okay. Okay, so we started off your reading with our fairies and Sylphus, which is essentially a card of someone who's very mature in their thoughts, poet, musician, what have you. This is an energy where someone is very, very wise, very rational, at the same time very inspirational. This is also someone with a very fine character, with strong conviction. They're faithful and tender. So you're coming in as this energy, this faithful and tender poet, this beautiful scientist, writer, artist, just a dreamer, someone who's melancholy and inspired, someone who's very mature in these type of entities. You might just be coming out of something. You're starting to heal from something that has bound you. For others, you're starting to look at things more spiritually as opposed to what is not, I would say, less material. You're starting to see like, hey, it's some sort of beginning of a spiritual undertaking, some sort of physical healing that has started. This also can mean some sort of indecision. Now you have the Star card in your present sector in reverse. This can typically mean someone who isn't, just feels hopeless about something. Someone who's also like a pessimist or stubborn. So in your environment, you're experiencing someone who's extremely stubborn, someone who's extremely pessimistic, and there's some sort of beginning of a journey or some kind of indecision that you must make. I'm going to clarify this. You have the Eight of Earth here in your future sector, meaning that this is a Capricorn-like trait. So this is someone, you could be talking to a Capricorn, or someone who you need to kind of go into that mode of self-healing, including but not limited to really working on your skills, working on your craft. You're very diligent, you're a very hard worker, but something seems like you're like losing faith in, some sort of loss of hope. How you're feeling is this Seven of Earth in the reverse. There's some sort of like disappointment that has been experienced. You could, for others, this could possibly feel like some kind of anxiety over money. You might feel like you've received little gain after much work. Some kind of unprofitable speculation. So you're just feeling like you've done all this work and you're feeling like this is what I received out of it. This is, ridiculous. And now you have the Two of Fire here in your accomplishment sector. What Two of Fire essentially will say to that is, or Two of Wands in traditional tarot, it's kind of like there are dominions, there's some sort of magnificent fortune here for you. Someone who's interested in scientific methods. For others, this is some kind of riches that come in. Um, this also could mean some sort of decision that must be made in order for you to prosper. Um, for others, this can also, I would say, this can also mean some kind of madness or uncertainty. Um, so just really being mindful of that. Some kind of decision that has to be made, some kind of decision that's like really uncertain. Um, in your advice sector, your spiritual advice is saying that this is Six of Water. This is essentially an energy where you're looking back in your past, looking at childhood things. Um, this also could mean the beginning of a new relationship, some sort of new knowledge, new environment, or some sort of meeting that occurs. But you're recalling on your subconscious is calling on, like, I can't lose hope. I can't lose hope. I can't lose hope. I don't want to lose hope. I don't want to lose my vitality, my life force. Something that that is really required here, and you're recalling on it. So you're very aware of what's going on. You don't want to lose hope. You know, you're feeling like your energy is disappearing because of like these hardships. This like hardship that's occurring in your present time, feeling like there's a loss of hope, there's confusion here. There's a lot of pessimism and egotistical people around you, selfishness, a very selfish entity. This could be you, this could be, you know, someone in your environment, relationship, work related, what have you. And now you're looking into the past, recalling, reflecting, trying to see. This also could mean someone from your past could be showing up. That could also occur. But yeah, like it's kind of like you're recalling on, don't let me not lose hope. Let me find my strength. Listening to their advice. You're starting to gain an understanding of that, because message from air, what changes into is that something still feels off. Something still feels stuck in the air. Something feels contained. It's like you're losing some sort of faith in something. Maybe losing faith in your relatives or close loved ones. Some sort of lethargic state that's occurring, which is very obscure for Aries, because you guys are always on the go, 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 and you're very hardworking. You're starting to like realize like you're losing hope in that tenacity and that energy because of some unsuccessful projects that came in, or in a relationship where you're putting all this effort and time and work in, and then the result is, wow, this is it. This is what I received after tedious amount of work and hours and, you know, everything I put into it, and it kind of drained you. And you're in your head thinking like, okay, let me not give up hope. Let me not give up hope. Let me not give up hope. But this entity is draining you, and you're at this point where I need to go to another path, a higher path, a spiritual path, some sort of healing that's here for you. And that healing transforms back into that energy of mastering yourself, looking at the skill sets that you have, new opportunities, new employment, new opportunities for love. There's another new opportunity here for love again as well. Now, at the end of your reading, you have this beautiful, beautiful energy that signifies your fraternal, and this goes for women and men because we're all androgynous. But this particular card is a fraternal spiritual entity who's able to see into all of these different categories and really having a balanced energy. For others, this could possibly be some kind of strong sensitivity to pain of others, both physically and spiritual. Um, or this is some kind of recovery you're coming into. Some kind of recovery of some sort. It's also a good time to kind of seclude yourself and kind of like get your mind together, because this is also a card of the Hermit, the wise elder that goes into, into the world by himself, by herself, and really reflect on life. Someone who just goes into the world and just really reflects on the world and how they see it. I would say also, this is some sort of sound counsel, wisdom from above. You're looking for some type of advice from the highest, some sort of prudence. Yet again, a meeting, some kind of meeting with someone who's going to be guiding you, seeking you on the path towards material, spiritual goals. There's some kind of journey that has to be made here, because you're feeling like a loss of hope here, and you know that healing is on the way, Aries. I'm going to clarify this cards to kind of give you a deeper understanding as to what is occurring. So let's get right into it. That noise in the background are firecrackers. It's New Year's Eve. Oh, wow. So you have the Magician right there in your point. Beautiful, beautiful energies coming out already. Okay. So to start off with, you're like this powerful entity. You have this magician card here in your point of reference. Always be mindful, no matter what you're going through, Aries, you are the master. You are really the magician. Your mastery, your skill, you have the wisdom, you have the power, diplomacy, the ability to take power from above and direct it through the desire, into your desires through manifestation. So that's really important for you to really be mindful of, because there's a lot of different energies here that's really calling out for you to kind of reach a higher heights. Or this is somebody in your life that gives you this feeling of prosperity, and you feel inspired by them, and they're self-willed and empowered. Here with the Knight of Wands paired up with the Star card in reverse, someone who is very fair-headed, someone who's like some sort of departure or absence or flight or a change of residence. Someone is leaving. Someone is leaving a situation that left them pessimistic, that left them doubtful about them, that left them hopeless, lack of faith. You're leaving. You're leaving. You have made the decision to leave because you know how profound you are. You know how incredible you are. Whatever you create turns into gold. Your self-will power, it's magnetic. Your manifestations are coming in because you're so inspiring. You're an artist, you're mature, but at the same time, you're loving and caring and discerned. So you're leaving a situation that left you extremely hopeless, a lack of faith. There were pessimism there, doubtful, confusion, ego, just outrageously high ego energies, and you're just like, no, I can't deal with this. And now you're at the Six of Swords energy, paired up with the Devil in reverse. That's kind of like, excuse me, that's kind of like, I would say, someone who has now came to some sort of journey. There's a journey that you must have to, oh, I'm sorry, that's the Nine of Swords, not the Six of Swords, but the Nine of Swords, I'm sorry. So the Nine of Swords is some pressures, some sort of pressures of maybe leaving the situation behind you that is, I guess, no longer serving you, and you're just losing faith in it. But it's like you're at the same time, it's like some sort of inability to make a decision or to make a choice in a very important matter. Yet again, doubt is coming up, desolation, failure, delay, misery, suffering. Also, this could mean the death of a loved one, but from what I'm seeing is that there's healing here. Make a choice to leave. It seems like you might have to change your residence. There's some sort of flight that you have to take, or someone's leaving you because um, they're just feeling like this is just too hopeless, or someone is feeling that towards you. This is a general reading. It could go any way. So yeah, like someone is feeling like you're very pessimistic, your ego is too high, just very prideful, and they're just feeling like, how do I get out this situation and start my healing from this, because I know my worth. This is kind of like I know my worth energy. Like I know my worth. I know I deserve better than this. Whatever the case may be. So far, I'm just seeing it kind of like someone leaving a job, someone leaving a project that they've been working on, and they see like there's no success coming from it, and you're just kind of like in that Nine of Pentacles energy saying like, okay, I have to go off by myself for the love of the world and see the world for what it is, and really like tend to my crops and tend to the earth, but in a very loving way. Nine of Pentacles can also mean you know, someone who's very material, well off, accomplished, and they're very safe. So you're thinking, you're really feeling like you want to be safe and have this abundance of wisdom and prudence and safety and material well-being. And at the same time, you're feeling like, man, I just put in all of this work and I yielded nothing. So what will become accomplishment for you is we have the Seven of Cups that is paired with the Two of Wands. Now with the Seven of Cups energy, we have someone who is like able to see like some kind of realization, some kind of determination and will yet again comes up, because you know that you have to make a choice. There's some sort of journey or some kind of, I would say, I would say this is something where someone is like, yet again, running into some kind of riches or fortune, and you're like really determined about it. You realize a project, and you're like, okay, I'm determined to, and have the confidence and willpower to make, to see it through, and you do, and it becomes very successful. In the future, you have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I see a lot of earth energy here. So yet again, this could be surrounding some sort of finances, the physical aspects, your home, up to that capacity. But seeing that Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it just kind of lets you know there's some sort of chance of loss of inheritance, a family misfortune, a loss of family honor, somebody robbing you, gambling too much. It could be something like that. This also can mean be very cautious, have caution against anybody involving a project that's like very risky, that's like really poor risk management that takes occur. You have the Four of Pentacles paired with your Six of Water. Now the Four of Pentacles, again, this is surrounding money. This is surrounding things. You're clinging on to material possessions. Spirit advice is saying there's a love of earthly power, but you don't want to have this ungenerous character. You want to be able to be free in giving, because it's like an ebb and flow energy. What you give is what you receive, and you're clinging onto some sort of past. There's a clingingness here, clinging to some kind of material possession or for someone from your past that had material possession that you might just be missing, that you might not be receiving at this particular time. And it seems like you have to get away from somebody or something in order for you to have faith again. What you might be constantly recalling is this Nine of Cups energy. This beautiful joy, success, just victory. And you're like really recalling, like, I have to just not lose faith, not lose hope, really finish what I'm starting, finding the energy to do it because I know I'm going to be successful, which is correct. You have this Five of Cups energy here. The Five of Cups energy here in the reverse paired with the message of air. Five of Cups is just, in the reverse, is just something that you're coming out of. Something that you're like you really felt stuck or into something, but now there's hopeful expectations. There's a new alliance. It might be a return of an old friend, someone coming back from your past. I do see somebody coming back from your past that's going to provide these earthly possessions, but they're clinging to them for some weird reason. With the message of air in the reverse, yet again, you can't lose faith, because you are losing faith. You felt like you failed to keep up and progress, but it's really, it's really important to just get out that lethargic state and connect with the environment and use your voice of conscious and internal impulse. You'll see that new energy will arise and that your capacity and talent will be a new based in. So very, very, very important to finish your reading out is the Two of Wands here with the Hermit card. And with the Two of Wands, yet again, there's some sort of fortune that comes about. There's some sort of prosperity, a mutual understanding. There's some sort of joining forces, a companionship. You have dominion, and your achievements are increased. So you have all of these different things. It's just at this time, Aries, it seems like you have to really know your worth and feel like you might have to cut out something out of your life to begin healing so that you can go through the motions of something. You might be clinging to a past and you're seeing something for what it truly is, and then now you're clinging on to something here. But healing is here. I think you just have to really release someone or something that is no longer serving you. And the quicker you do it, the quicker you can get to the healing. Sometimes it's really difficult to leave someone behind, but if they're no longer serving you, or they're making you feel hopeless and they're very pessimistic, and they're just putting you in this bonded state, and you're losing your fortune or losing opportunities financially, then you have to just do what you have to do. But this is just a weekly tarot reading. If you want to get a personal reading, just contact me below. So that is it for this week. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.